Guys, in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to rewire Ableton Live into Apple's Logic. First, to do this, this is just like an easy way to demonstrate this. I'm going to just quickly pop open a drum rack, stick in a kick, so we've just got some audio to play around with, and just quickly program a forward to the floor drum beat. Right, set that going. We can now see that we've got some audio going, and to now route this through to Logic, what we have to do is we have to click this button down here, which is the inputs and outputs. And then we have to click here where it's routing the audio to. Currently it's routing it to the master over here, but we want to route it over to Logic. So we click here and click Rewire. And then we click here. And this is basically where you select buses inside Logic, which I will get to in a second. So we're going to go for the first one, which is bus 3-4. So that's now sending it over to Logic. However, if we go to Logic and open up the mixer, you'll see that we're not getting any audio from Ableton at the moment because we haven't got any buses open that are receiving from Ableton Live. So to set up a bus to receive from Ableton Live, what we do is we click this little button here. I normally just start in stereo. If I need a mono bus, I'll just like click the little mono button at the bottom of the strip. But yeah, so I always go stereo to start with. Don't know why it's doing that. Right, Ableton Live. And bus 3 and 4. Also, to save a bit of time, as if you're going to be rewiring, you're going to have a lot of different channels in Ableton Live. To save having to go and do this every time and like create a bus and then do something and create a bus, what you can do is just change this number to something like 7. Create 7 different strips. And what it'll do, instead of creating 7 bus 3s, it'll create them in order, so like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And what I mean by 3, 4 is the fact that it'll be a stereo bus, whereas if I was to have a mono bus, what it would do is it would look like this. And you'd have like single channels like 3, 4, 5, as opposed to 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on. So now we've got some audio coming through from Live, as you can see. So what additionally, what happens if you want to say do some processing in Live, say add some drums and then send them to a reverb in Ableton, and then have the reverbs sending to Logic. This is done in basically the same way. What you can do is just like create another, because we're going to use reverb, we don't really want to put reverb on our kicks. So I will stick in a hi-hat and send it to bus 5 and 6, which is that one. And now to quickly create a small sort of drum reverb. Right, if we whack the send from the hi-hat all the way up, you'll notice you won't hear any reverb. This is because obviously you need to, as I said, send the audio from your reverb send over to Logic. So we go Rewire out and choose our third bus. Of course you can choose any bus you want, it's just I do the next available bus. So we're going to go to Logic, and our reverb will now be coming in on this bus. So here's our hi-hat without reverb, and here's our hats with reverb. So yeah, that's basically how to rewire live into Logic. This is the methods that I use to produce personally. I'll be creating a few videos explaining why I use this method as opposed to using solely either Logic or just live on its own. But as I say, yeah, that'll be in a different video. So yeah, if you guys have any questions on this, feel free to leave a comment or send a message to my YouTube inbox. Yeah, catch you in the next video, guys.